Hey, what is up, everybody? So today, what I'm going to be doing is a little bit of organization. So it's still freezing cold outside. I don't see my lakes unfreezing for, I don't know, maybe another month. They could be frozen in March, which is not ideal. But every winter, see, I've already done a little bit of organization so far. Like, I get bored in the winter, I want to play with my tackle. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to reorganize everything for the spring so that I can get ahead, think ahead, plan out a little bit. And it's also making me think that I should probably reorganize at the end or beginning of every season so that I'm ready and I'm not scrambled and I'm not a mess. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to be reorganizing everything that I'm going to be using for spring. Everything from brand new jigs that I haven't opened to the Huddleston that I haven't caught anything on. And even some little stuff that I bought for last year's spawn that I never opened because... Hi, it's me. Anyway, so let's start with what I already have in my pack. This is the bag that I've been using for the past year. Yeah, I used it last year. It's a good little bag. It's got room, but it's a little messy right now. I got these little bags last year and I really like these. I think they're actually for like cosmetics or something, but they work great for a little spinnerbait bag. Got a couple of those. And I think I might eventually buy some more of these and get a whole separate pouch or compartment to just file these in there. So I'm just going to put these to the side. I've got, I don't even know if I opened this one. Yeah, I have. These are my Sixth Sense Divine Shaky Worms. I really am a fan of. I like those. While we're on the Shaky Worm, let me just show you that I bought some more of them. So these, okay, yeah, they're both 7-inch. Just a fresh pack of 7-inch. I think that it's in the same color. Yep. Junebug Red. It's a great color. Now, here's where I'm getting overboard. This is the 9-inch, wait, 9.5-inch Divine Shaky Head, Shaky Worm. Let me just take one of these out. That's what I'm working with. And it looks so cool. I got into shaky head fishing with a trick worm last year, and let me tell you, I'm a fan. I really like it. Hold on, my cat is in the way. Hey. Oh, cat got in the way there. What are you doing? What are you doing? I love my cat. I can just throw her around and she doesn't even care. So also in the same back pouch, I got some Neds, some TRDs. I got some more Zoom Magnum trick worms. I have, that's an A-rig that Clay just gave to me. I'm really thankful for. Thanks, Clay. It's just a loose Ned rig. Like, I don't even care. We got a Strike King finesse jig. So just this pile here, that's just what was in this little pouch. All right? I don't even want to know. Sixth Sense Ned Fry, just in the top pouch. Oh, there's more. Holy cow. I didn't even know I had any more eliminators. Look at that. Okay. The pile gets bigger. That's another pouch. So now we got... Oh! It's a good thing I have it. but I gotta renew it. Holy crap. See, I had no idea that was in there. That's a perfectly good Keitech. Was it 4.8, I think? That I'm just too lazy to put away somewhere, so I tucked it in with my fishing license from last year, which, by the way, I need a new one now. But, alright, it's good to know that I have another beast hook. Oh, and there's more in there. This is some sort of Keitech, and it's hooked into the side of the bag. See, I don't even want to know how old this is. That's a friggin' saucy swimmer. I don't throw saucy swimmers. Okay. I'm just gonna tuck this flashy swimmer into spinnerbait bag. Okay, so that's it for that little pouch. Now we've got the soft plastics pouch. Here's my problem. I don't even know everything that's in here. Like, some Clout, 6th Sense Clout. Double-tailed grubs. So these, hear me out, okay? There's a big problem in the fishing industry where, brand name means a little bit too much to people. This is a Bass Pro Tournament Series craw trailer, right? I get more bites on this trailer than any other trailer I've ever used, hands down, on a jig. I'm telling you, going by the name, like these two swim baits, I cannot tell you who makes them because I have no idea. But I've gotten more bites on these two swim baits here than all my other glide baits. It's the name game, the brand name game. It's ridiculous. Just, if a bait is good, just know it's good. It doesn't matter who makes it. All right? I know I stick to 6th Sense a lot, but I like them. They get me bites, and I like the way they look. Netbait. Another great name. 6th Sense, what are these called? The Stroker Craws. More net baits. More Ned Fries. And wouldn't you know it, more shaky worms. These are a staple in my arsenal. This is the Yamamoto Zeko, whatever. In, I think it's the baby bass. Nope, green pumpkin. On the chatterbait, it's scary how good a bait that is. That gets me so many bites, so many big bites. It's a killer out there. And then we got more net bait. So that clears out, oh, almost clears out. Again, look at these shaky worms all over the place. This one's a little mangled. I'm gonna throw it out. But look, I'm so disorganized. I just bought more of these right here because I didn't know if I had any more. It's good to have, you know, more than just the one hanging around loose, but just glad to see that I do have another one that I can use before opening up another pack. Okay, so that finishes off that pouch. Now we got the side pouches, which one of them I use for like terminal tackle, other one I use for more soft plastics. I've had these little Keitechs for a long time. This is back before I even knew about the fat swing. I don't know. More Zekos. I should just combine those two bags. Easy Shiners. Come on, those are great. Oh, empty bags. Gotta have your empty bags. These, I like these. These are like little jig heads, little Keitech tungsten jig heads, and I used to use them for, where are they at? Oh yeah, for a little Ned fry. I used to use the jig head, Keitech jig head for the Ned fry. I've got bigger Ned rig now, so that's probably what I'm going to do with that. Okay, now terminal tackle. More shaky heads. I actually kind of like the shape of these shaky heads. It really keeps it stood up. But what I don't like compared to the Sixth Sense is, look at that hook. With this hook, you can get further up into the worm and get more bites. I don't care about how big the actual hook is. What I care about is reaching up into the worm, because with one of these, look at the difference. You get so much less of a bite area. So that's there. I don't even know what to say. These are like little swim bait hooks, and a bullet weight. More beast hooks. Some weighted wacky rig hooks that I've never opened. We've got another eliminator. And we got, hold on, just like a little assortment of like Texas rig hooks. Like little wide gap hooks. And then another one of these Keitech jig heads. So that concludes that pouch. I'm already creating such a mess here, and I'm hoping that I can. That's truly how I clean up. I make a mess, I go through it, and it turns out much better. Oh, so that's all the pouches. Okay. That's great. Let me just clear these off the table because we're gonna get to those. This is only the beginning of what I'm doing. This is ridiculous. And to a lot of guys, this isn't even a lot of tackle. But to me, maybe it is just because it's all over the place. I don't know. I only have 2 more 2.8 inch Keitechs. I really ought to buy more. Got some 3.8s. This is the Sixth Sense whale swim bait. Came out fairly recent. More 3.8 Keitechs. Empty bag. TRD bugs. Those are cool. Ooh. Little tiny Ned rig. These are cool. I bought these a couple of years ago, actually. The Lunker City, old school. Lunker City Helgies. These are really cool. They have a really good Hellgrammite presentation. Let's see. What are these? The trick shots. Yep. Z-Man trick shots. What's funny, in my my last video, I tried to do some ice fishing, which did not work. And the first thing I tied on was one of these, which, this is a Lastech. And I don't know if you guys know this about a Lastech, but it floats. So here I am dropping this into a hole in the ice, and I'm looking at it like, oh shit, that thing floats. And so that was funny. Some larger TRD, the big TRD, and some more big TRD. I don't even know if I've opened this one because I like that color so much more. So that's all the loose, soft plastic stuff. My mind is right now. So now what we have, this is my jig box, which, not gonna lie, could also use some work. I have some stuff that I've had for a long time and has never worked, like this bulbous football jig. It doesn't even have a skirt anymore. I don't know how that happened. I could use this as like a big shaky head, you know? No skirt anymore. It's got the weed guard. I don't know. Could do something with that. Broken craw. I think I can get rid of that, right? Okay. I don't know what to do. I've got a lot of stuff. Like, why do I need a rigged Senko just in my fucking jig box? Screw it. I guess I'm going to be throwing a lot of stuff out. Oh. Here's a little tiny finesse jig that I had the TRD bugs on. The bugs was all screwed up. I've got my dark sleepers. Gotta have those. I've had these cross-eyed, the Z-Man cross-eyed football jigs. I've had that for a long time. You know what my problem there is? That the line tie is just shut. Like they didn't even poke a hole through it. And I've had it forever. This is just a cheap. This has got to be like one of the original chatterbaits. Just not very good. Yeah, the original chatterbait. These things, I'm not a big fan of them. Here's this is a another original chatterbait. I'm gonna take the trailers off of these and throw them out because they've been on there for a long time. Just put those together right there. That's a weird jig. I don't know what I was trying to do with that. Let's get rid of this. All these loose, soft plastics, I'm just gonna toss. I mean, that one looks alright, so I'll keep it. Just never know. I found 2 of those 2.8 Kitex. I don't know why I need 2 of these already to go. This is something I've been trying not to lose. I only have 1 left. For a while they were unavailable. I don't even know where this came from. I believe I found this. This probably doesn't go in there. This little Savage Gear line through. Put it with the softies there. This is the only bait in here that I really do care for. This is the Z-Man Evergreen Jackhammer. Guys, if you don't know this bait, and if you haven't thrown this bait, you're screwing up. And I don't even want to tell you that. But this bait is something else. I'll just leave it at that. Now, another flashy swimmer. Glad that I'm finding all these because I was looking for them. It pays to be organized. That's what my old boss used to say. These are 2 6th Sense Divine swim jigs, which also amazing baits. Got a rattling jig that I guess I did tie it on at one point. I don't remember using it. Okay. I have so many jigs in here that I don't know if I'll ever really tie on. This is really overwhelming for me. So like I said, the idea is to start reorganizing for spring, and this does all fall into spring. Swim baits, jigs, reaction, all that. The only thing that I won't really be putting in here is finesse stuff. I mean, I have some finesse stuff in here, but for smallmouth, finesse should be okay. Alright, so I think that kind of wraps up the jig box. I'm just gonna throw these Bass Patrol jigs in there so that I know where they are and I have them. Now I'm just kind of like gathering all of the soft plastic stuff, taking the hooks. Now I have a mess in front of me and I'm like trying to figure out how the hell to deal with it. Now to the next box, we've got the hard baits, which, to be honest, the hard baits are not as much of a mess as I thought that they would be. However, there are quite a few baits in here that I just don't think I'm gonna use. Like this one. I mean, I might because it's silent. That's what's tough. I think I might not use something, and then I'll go, oh, but it's silent, and then I start thinking, because silent crankbaits are quite the deal in my fisheries because of how pressured everything is. That one's got a decent little knocker in it, but I'm not going to use this one because, yeah. Jerk baits are a mess, as always. I'm not even going to try to move those around too much. I'm just going to take these crankbaits out. Okay, because I've got some more. I have, this one's cool. This is a little tiny 6th Sense Curve 55. Look at that guy. It's a beautiful color. It's called Smallmouth Rose. I really like that. This is one I'm going to use a lot this year, I think, or at least for the spring. One, that color is so cool. I really like that color. I'm going to use it probably in the spring in deeper lakes. Because it's got the big bill, it goes down a little further. So I'm gonna pack this one in with the other 6th Sense medium diver. These are only medium diving. They're not like super deep diving. I had a very deep diving crankbait. It dove to like, I think 26 feet, and that thing, it was 2 ounces. It's like just reeling the bait in, like my rod was bowed just trying to pull the bait in. Also got, oh god, a mess. I've got a mess in a cardboard box down here of baits. When you know it, more jigs. This is the 6th Sense Magnum crappie color, and again, it is silent, which is awesome. Problem with it is I can't fit this in my Plano box. For larger baits, I really need to figure out a storage system. A lot of people just throw them into Tupperware, where I guess that could work. I'm just not a fan of having these baits sliding around in Tupperware. I'm also, I don't want to use any of my Tupperware for it. I would have to go out and buy some, which I guess that's just a trip to the dollar store, but I'm going to keep them in these boxes for now. big baits include, well, the Gantrel Junior can fit in a box. I've kept it in a box. But larger baits will include things like these, like the Evergreen Noisy Donk. Can't wait to throw this year for sure. And similar to the Noisy Donk, whatever it is, I'm fortunate to have an MS Slammer, which is pretty damn cool. I got the 9-inch X2 Slammer, which means it's bigger than the regular Slammer, and it's double jointed, so it's a lot of action. I'm pumped to throw both of these this year. I really want to try this thing out more. I didn't give it enough of a chance. And I think in here I have some replacement tails. Another larger bait. It's not quite large, but it's a lot more awkward, is my Megabass I-Wing. Like, obviously those wings make it very hard to store. But again, I can't wait to throw that this year either. All three of those big baits, they're all top waters. But anyway, here's one I can fit in the box. This is my problem, guys. I buy lures and I never open them. That's an LV500. You know how much I've heard about the LV500, and I've just never bought one, I just opened this one, and now it's finally going into my box. One of the things that I've heard so much about the LV, this is the Quake 80, which is bigger than the 70. It's a larger profile than the LV, but I'll tell you right now, this LV is a lot heavier. It's a heavier bait, which I've been told is very good for like jigging it. That's a lot of... I don't think I've ever had... Oh my god, that is loud. Never had a bait that loud. I can't do a whole lot more with the crankbait box unless I just have some cranks just like hanging around. This is mostly like top water in here. I've got, you know, Whopper Ploppers, 6th Sense Vega Frog, a Megabass Popper, Spro BBZ Rat. I'm gonna throw that a lot more this year. The only things in here that I think I might be able to take out for spring are these Weston Swims. These are a really unique bait. Yeah, I think I will take them out of this box, because that's a really cool bait. I'm making more of a mess. Hold on. I have a lot of work to do. All right, let's put the cranks away. See, I never feel like I have a problem until I splay everything out in front of me. It's bad. Now, I guess we'll get into swim baits. Why not, right? Why not? I need to procure a box for them, and it's probably going to end up being 2 boxes. One for small hard swim baits and one for soft swim baits. It looks like this one has already been, it's already soft swim baits. In here I can put the line through, nice and snug. That might put a halt to the soft swim baits. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on hold because the only ones I have left are not gonna fit in the box. Okay, so we're done with the soft swim baits. I'm just gonna stow this in here. It might not be ready yet, but I think I've got three boxes that all have top water in them. But the problem is that they also have not top water in them. So like this one, if I just take this spoon, this deep diving crankbait. I didn't put this crankbait in that box because one, it's got a big ass bill, and two, it's got a big ass bill and it dives to 75 feet. Why do I have that? So I'm gonna put all the top water stuff into this box on my left. This is a CL8 a clay rat. It looked pretty cool, so I bought it. Doesn't mean much. I think if I'm gonna throw a rat, I'm gonna throw the BBZ. I might even get a bigger BBZ this year. The rat's powerful, man. Frogs. I'm not gonna throw a frog anytime soon. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for, the S-Waver. I want to fish that more this spring. We've all heard about the S-Waver magic. I'm gonna make this my frog box, which it already kind of looks like. It's already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frogs in it. Okay, back to the hard bait box. I've got the Gantrel Jr., and I can squeeze this in somewhere. Yeah. Squeeze it in right here. Boom. Move these guys down. And I'll put this guy in, right? Somehow. That should work. Yeah, there you go. Another box down. So it looks like my spring boxes are ready to go. And what's nice is that I've kind of, in a way, I've reorganized some of my late spring, summer, early fall boxes. So we've got hard top water, frogs, and a big fucking mess in front of me. So this is the backpack that I started fishing with. Like this was, I bought this for all my tackle, and I used it like 2 years ago. And then over time it just got to be like too big, too much. So I got that little ugly stick bag. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna have to go back to this big ass bag. I'm just gonna have to. So I'm gonna take those the 4 boxes I made. Got these 4 boxes. What I'm gonna do, I got this label maker here, and so I'm gonna label all my stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start with hard baits. Let's see what that one looks like. Perfect. Hard baits. What do we got next? Jigs. Jigs. Soft swim baits. Hard swim baits. Okay. And I will label the top waters when it is time. I just stuffed all those boxes into the wrong pouch. They go in the bigger pouch. They go in the bigger pouch. I will put all of these soft plastic swim baits, I'll put them all in this pouch here. Put them all in that pouch. I'm going to separate all this plastic stuff into worms and craws. Craws will go on my right. Worms will go on my left. Finesse down there. Net bait, right? Ned Fry, left. Bass Pro Tournament thingies, left. Oh, look, a jig. I could have put that in if I knew it was there. Zoom trick worms, left. I might keep these bigger ones out, these bigger TRD. Oh, these are the regular TRDs. Right? Yeah, okay. Finesse TRD can go away. Net bait to the right. Big TRDs to the left. Big TRDs to the left. Terminal tackle, I guess we'll just accumulate in the middle. Divine shaky worm. Divine shaky worm. Stroker craw. Okay, so that made that a little easier. Just a little. If I get a big Tupperware box, big Tupperware thing, and I'll put my swim baits in it. My bigger baits I'll put in it, and I could put that in my ugly stick bag. Now I'm really struggling with space here. I can't fit all my worms and all my craws in this giant bag, and that's kind of bugging me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put everything in there. No, I'm gonna put all my worms in there. That's what I'll do. All the worms are gonna go in this gigantic pouch. All the craws are gonna go in a little front pouch. That is what I'll do. Yes, I like this idea. This is working out fine. And then in the front pouch, there's like a little mini pouch inside where I can put my shaky heads and stuff like that. It's all coming together. See, this pile is almost gone. This is what I'm gonna do. Take these, put them in a plastic baggie like this, close it off. I'm gonna put all my swim bait hooks, my beast hooks in this pouch. Thought I had more than that. I guess I got 5 altogether. That's all right. Boom, swim bait hooks. Little Ned / jig head. Small shaky heads. I'm gonna start by under spin. underspins, swim bait hooks right there, shaky heads. Put them in just like this. So I just went out, I got these two Tupperware things like I said I was going to. So it looks kind of perfect for what I want to do. So I'm gonna do the hard baits first because it's gonna be on the bottom of the bag. So I'm gonna put it in first. So we got the 9-inch MS Slammer, and it fits in there without even having to bend it or anything. That's awesome. I might come up with a way to divide them at some point so that they're not just like constantly locking into each other and rubbing on each other and scratching each other up. This is a bait that I had made custom for me. Not saying that there aren't others out there, but that's my bait and it should be special. So I'll come up with some way to divide it at some point. For now, got the MS Slammer. Now we got the Evergreen Noisy Dogs, or ND180, I think they're calling it now. Got both of those in there. I'm gonna throw the Megabass I-Wing in there as well. And you know what? They're all gonna be on top of each other. And for right now, that's fine. Also got the 6th Sense Magnum Squarebill. Going right in. Now we're gonna put these things. I don't even know what they call them because I don't know what they're called. I don't know who makes them. I just kind of saw them online and got them. Pumpkin seed and bluegill. Bluegill going right in. Awesome. That feels so much better knowing that I can store those baits semi-safely. Like I said, I want to come up with a way to divide the two big wake baits in there and keep them separate so that they're not scratching on each other. And I also want to put a layer over them so that the other smaller baits aren't doing that. So yeah, so that tub is done, and that feels pretty darn good. And I'm gonna label these as well, just like I did all the other stuff that I labeled today. All right. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna put the S-Waver in there as well, just because I don't have room for it in the other hard swim bait box. Okay, cap that off. Now, this one's pretty easy. Just gonna put the soft swim baits in there, and I'm gonna divide these with. And I'm gonna divide these just with like a piece of cardboard. I didn't want to use cardboard for the other one because the other one has baits that those all have treble hooks, and trebles are gonna get caught up in that cardboard pretty easily. And maybe this box might have more stuff in it someday. But for now, guys, that's it. And here's the coolest part. If I want this to be my swim bait bag, check this out. Ready? I couldn't have done this any better. Stuff that one right on. Stuff this one on top of it. And it fits so perfectly. So effortlessly perfect. Look at that. That's awesome. So, I'm happy with that. Only cost me like $1 and some change. Really cool. So there we have it, folks. I've got all my stuff for spring organized, and that's crazy because spring alone has stuffed this bag, and I got all my swim baits in this bag. And I mean, a lot of this could change over time. Like, I could mix and match. This bag still has a lot of empty pockets and a lot of space. This one's almost filled to the brim. But it feels good that I'm a little bit more organized, and that I'm ready for spring. It's going to be a great year. I've got some new rods, some new reels, some new baits. I just ordered a new bait this morning. I don't know why, but anyway, guys, if you watched this and if you liked it, again, like I say in every video, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It is the best thing in the world to know that even just a few of you find interest in this and give me a watch, I guess. So thank you so much. And oh, here she comes. Where are you going? What are you doing? Get out of the camera. Yeah. Thank you, I guess is what I'm saying. Winter's almost gone. It's almost gone. Just a couple more weeks. That ice is going to be gone. That temperature is going to be coming up into like the 50s, and then before you know it, we'll be hitting temperatures of 60s in the 70s, and we'll be out there throwing anything you want. And just take take your time that you have. Instead of trying to go fish right now, maybe just reorganize. Spend your time wisely. Get geared up. Get ready for spring. Get pumped for spring. It's going to be an amazing year. I can already feel it. And I'll see you out there on the water. Thank you.